your English teacher here, Mr. Kraus. Thanks for checking out this video on how to do the vocab thing, right? Well, just a quick little sidebar on that. Vocab's a wonderful way to preview the upcoming reading. So you'll see some stuff and get into that mode. So I appreciate that. Let's get into this. So you guys are going to format the document, of course, with your MLA heading. So don't forget, you got your name, teacher's name, of course, put Miss Edmonds or Mr. Gomez first, then yours truly, the date. Try to put it as the date it's due, and then you'll notice there's a helpful video here about how to do the assignment, and that's crazy. Here I am making the video about the video, but anyway, how did I do that movie magic? The next bit of helpful links are these QR codes. Sometimes students will scan each other's iPads or devices to access those QR codes, but on the actual Google Doc there are also links, and here's a link to the audio, but it's terrible. It's poorly produced or cheaply produced, maybe is the kinder way to put it. So focus on this, all you really need for this activity anyway. So we're going to pull up that link, and it's going to bring us to the digital version of the text. This is such an advantage to you guys as opposed to the good old dinosaur days when I was in class. Alright, so what are you going to do? You're going to find the word amiable. So you go to the text, a good keyboard shortcut is Command F, and you type in amiable. This works 90% of the time. Sometimes it doesn't work, so just in case it doesn't work for you, right, you can also use this spyglass, and it's the exact same tool. So again, Command F, terrific shortcut, and it pulls up the word. Real simple, guys. Copy and paste the entire sentence. You can right click and find the option, but I'm going to promote keyboard shortcuts for their efficiency, right? For their efficiency. So Command C or Control C for you Microsoft people out there. Come over here and copy and paste the quote, and then real important here, must have citation. So I'm going to highlight that text for you guys. Super important. Really appreciate the practice here that you're going to get to help you with essays. So I'm just throwing my quote marks around the words that are not mine, sort of the obvious standard there, and then the last name of the author, Zusick, and then the page number. So I'm going to go back into the text, and what's really nice about this is amiable. Here's the pages delineated over here, and so obviously I'm on page 7. That's awesome. That's such a cool thing. It does that. So I go back to the Google Doc here, put in the number of the page all by itself, and then a period at the end. So I'm just going to highlight that for emphasis for you guys in the video. You don't need to do that on the assignment. Okay? So make sure you do that. Oh, check that out. There's only one period in a sentence. That's crazy. Let's highlight that. Please, please. There's only one sentence. There's only one period. That didn't show up. There's only one period in a sentence. You guys know that. So just highlighting that there. Next problem. You need to write a sentence using the vocab word amiable. I give you guys the definitions. Like to increase the efficiency, effectiveness of the activity. So the efficacy is right there on point. You aren't all over the map doing different definitions, right? So the word needs to be included, needs to be 7 words or longer in the sentence, and then I am looking for a grammar move. So let's do that. Amiable is something like being friendly. So I could talk about, I think dogs are very friendly, right? Dogs are the most amiable of all creatures. But neighbor happens to have friendly cat named Socks. If I could spell socks, I got you guys, don't worry. Alright, I don't know why I put quote marks around socks. Should really be punctuated. Yeah, named Socks. Okay. So then do me a solid. Highlight the highlight the vocab. If you happen to do the fanboys, make sure you highlight that. The directions are begging you to do it in slightly different colors. Makes my and Miss Evans' job super easy. Okay, we've got an option here for a picture. You can just go over to Google Images, grab an image of your neighborhood dog, Oscar. What is he? He's a Australian. Anyway, let's just do Labrador. Everyone likes a Labrador. I know. There we go. Friendly dog. Happens to be a Chessie. And if you didn't notice a cool trick, you just drag and drop right into the slide, or excuse me, in this case, the cell. And I love how it resizes it. Please keep your pictures small. And while I'm on the discussion or topic of pictures, obviously they need to be school appropriate. So let's review. You got to MLA format this bad boy. There's a directions video that goes over what I'm doing right now. You need to copy the entire sentence from the text, and it must have that citation. I'm going to make it at one size bigger. Please, please. And then your sentences need to be 7 words or longer. This is obviously more than that. You need to have 4 comma fanboys. So out of the 10, I think it's 10 vocab words, 4 of them ought to have a comma fanboys move in it. So let's say you did 1 in the first one, 1 here, and 1 here, you'd be finished with that requirement. You met that part of the grading. And it's the same rule for pictures. I love pictures, so you're welcome to do extra, but I only need 4 pictures total. Get the assignment done, guys. Again, thanks for showing up, and I'll see you in class soon. Have a good one.